So this is it. Welcome everyone to the video. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't have a ton of things to say, mostly because other channels have already, extensively talked about the update. I really want to just talk about the sequencer, how it's working, a few extras that I think it's lacking on, and also the legato mode. I think the legato mode is probably one of the best things about this update. Legato mode is in the chromatic mode. So if you go into chromatic, you can play your samples chromatically, right? And you can record it into the step sequencer right now, so that's great. But also this legato mode is really something else that I've never seen in any sampler. We choose a sample. I'm going to choose that one. I'm going to go into chromatic. So this is easy. You guys know this from the MPC, and a bunch of machines use this. You pitch the sample chromatically. But if you go into the legato mode, so press remain, you got mono and you got legato. So what legato does is that once you press that sample, you cannot play the sample back again. Like, it's not like you can re-trigger the sample. You have to wait for the sample to stop for you to press it again, for you to play it again. Okay. Okay. But why is this so good? Like, why do I like this so much? Well, the reason is that you don't really need to wait for the sample to finish for you to trigger the sample again if you play it on a different pad. So what it does is that once you hit a note and then play a note, some notes above or below that, it will change the pitch of the sample during playback. So something like this. And that to me is just another level of sampling. It sounds so jazzy, man, and it kind of always fits. Now the only thing that I wish that this would work on is to have this record into the sequencer, and it doesn't record into the sequencer. It doesn't record this movement, unfortunately. So what you have to do, you have to resample this into this. You have to resample this, right? So you hit resample, choose a pad, and it's done. Now you have the sample right there. It's great. I mean, it's like you just picked up a sample, you chopped it, changed the other section, 2 semitones, 3, 4, 5, and then you glue them back together. But it's done in such a fast way that it's just very intuitive. And I think sometimes that's what some samplers are missing, is that quickness. And sometimes machines offer you new tools and new ideas how to change a sample. This is one of them. I mean, there's nothing new, but at the same time, just the ease of use of this tool to me is magical. I've gone on about this a lot, so I'm going to stop it. To me, legato mode is one of the best things in the update. So I took this sample, used legato mode, and created this sample. It's beautiful. So, and it was so easy to transform into a new sample. Yeah, I used resample for that, and then I laid this down on some drums. Now we're going to get into the step sequencer. Really want to talk about the step sequencer. I think it's something really great, but it still needs a bit of love. It still needs a bit of tweaking around the ideas on how to move about steps, copying steps, and stuff like that. But hey, I have to talk about it because I really want the machine to shine and to keep on giving as much as it is right now. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down right now. I'm going to talk about the step sequencer. we have a few options here in the step sequencer. We see substep, pitch, velocity. If we press the shift, then you see BPM, shuffle, and start. Start is the thing that I really like about it, because that's where you can go to nudge notes, okay? So if I want to choose a snare, let's do that. You just press on the pad and hit the pad that you want to choose so you can start editing in the step sequencer. So, okay, so that's my snare. You already see that. Let me just make this a 1 bar, okay? So I have to stop this and go here. That I just want to be working with 1 step. Okay, exit out of that. Okay, so now you see just this going back. We're just editing 1 bar. And now we can start putting the notes. I'm gonna start putting the snare in the loop, right? So I can choose a step like that. Obviously, I don't want it like that. I want it to be lower in volume, and I want to shift it a little bit. So the way to change this is that you can, for velocity or for these first values here on the screen, you can just press on the pad and change the velocity, change the pitch and the substep just by pressing it, or you could just take it away, choose the amount that you want, and then put it back again. So I'm going to change the velocity for this. Okay, so you can change the velocity, you can also change the pitch. Okay, so that works, but if you want to change the start point of the steps, you're going to have to replace the step again, because it doesn't allow you to change the value in real time like on the first screen. For some reason that you can't do that, and I think that's a shame. I think you should be able to access those steps as well. But in any case, if you want to change the start point, if you want to nudge a step, you're going to have to take it away and then change the amount, change the value, and then put it back again. Not to be, complaining about the update. I think it's great compared to what it was before. This now is amazing. You can really just, select a value, and, this start should be right here in the front. To me, that sub step could go away and just put that start right there. Start and velocity to me are the most important things in the sequencer. You can choose another sample like the kick. I could be here all day. The point is that it's super intuitive, it's super easy. You just select the note that you want, right? And you drop it, on the sequencer. Whatever you do here, it only takes effect once the playhead passes through the pad or the step they want to change. You have to be pressing on that, change the value, but wait for the playhead to pass through the step. But I wish I could actually copy a step. Just press on the step and hold and say copy and put it on another pad. I wish that worked that way, but that doesn't happen. That's not a copied pad. That's just a new trigger. So, there's no copying steps, which I think is a shame, to be honest. So, that's it. I'm really digging the update. I think it's great. I think that I can make crazy little swings with this machine right now. I can play it in real time, get to the step sequencer, change some of the steps because I have all the steps right now in the sequencer. It's a major update. I'm really happy with the update. So that was it. That's my take on the update. Those are my favorite things. That's what I wanted to talk about. If you want to dive deeper into what's on the update, there are other channels that have been extensively talking about everything that comes with the update. So, that was me. I just really wanted to show the Legato mode and talk a little bit about the sequencer. Again, I just want to say thanks to Rowan for keeping it coming and having these updates for the 404. It's quickly becoming a must-have in the studio. So for lo-fi, boom bap, that type of vibe, this is getting there. It's getting to be one of the best ones out there. If you were on the fence about getting the 404 because of the sequencer and stuff like that, at this point, you can definitely pick one up, make beats with this thing, not a problem. Hopefully we'll have more updates coming. It seems like Roland is doing that, so it seems like the machine is only going to get better and better after this. Expect more beats, more videos with the 404 coming from now on, because to be honest, I was kind of sitting on the side. I was just using it to filter samples or to run samples through it, but now because of the step sequencer, most likely going to be watching more videos with the 404. So thanks so much for watching once again, and have a great weekend. Have a great day. Bye.